11th Science Chapter 4 Chemical Bonding and Molecular Structure Part 15 Electronic Configuration of Homonuclear Diatomic Molecules from Atomic Number 1 to 10.
Hello students, I am Madhusina, your chemistry teacher. Do watch my YouTube videos, like and subscribe it for further notifications. In this video, we will study how to write down molecular orbital electronic configuration and molecular orbital diagrams for homonuclear diatomic molecules from atomic number 1 to 10. Now for homonuclear diatomic molecules, we have to follow two set of configurations. The one electronic configuration is for all the other homonuclear diatomic molecules except oxygen and fluorine. Since oxygen and fluorine are highly electron negative, they follow different electronic configuration. Now see here. 1s and 1s orbitals, they combine together to form two molecular orbitals, out of which one is bonding and one is anti-bonding. Bonding is represented by small b on top and anti-bonding by star. Now we have the configuration sigma bonding 1s less than sigma anti-bonding 1s less than sigma bonding 2s less than sigma anti-bonding 2s less than, as you know, 2p orbital is having three suborbitals. Px and py, they overlap laterally to form pi bond, whereas sigma bond is formed by the axial overlap of 2pz orbitals. Now in this case, you have to follow one trick. 2:1 is to 2:1. That means the two orbitals are 2px and 2py, which are degenerate orbitals having same energy and is less. So bonding, as you know, is having lower energy compared to anti-bonding. So 2px equal to 2py, pi 2py less than sigma 2pz. And then comes anti-bonding. So 2:1 is, this one is anti-bonding orbitals. For oxygen and fluorine, all the electronic configuration remains same. Only this portion gets reversed. You can see, we can use the trick here. 1:2, 2:1. So here you will notice that sigma bonding 2pz is less in energy as compared to pi bonding 2px, pi bonding 2py. And for the anti-bonding orbitals, we have to follow the same configuration. The stability of the molecular orbitals can be deduced by finding its bond order. Bond order is equal to 1/2 Nb minus Na, where Nb is number of electrons in bonding molecular orbital, Na is number of electrons in anti-bonding molecular orbitals. And for magnetic properties, we have to look at the molecular orbital. If all electrons are paired, that means the magnetic property is diamagnetic. And if there is presence of a single unpaired electron also, then the magnetic property is paramagnetic. So whenever paired electrons are present, all are paired in the molecular orbitals, the magnetic property is diamagnetic and it is repelled by the magnetic field. If there is a presence of a single unpaired electron also, then the molecular orbital, the molecule is going to show paramagnetic property and it will be attracted by the magnetic field. Let's understand this with the help of few examples. Be2 molecule, we have to draw molecular orbital diagram and write electronic configuration. It is said that Be2 molecule does not exist. Let us prove this with the help of molecular orbital diagram. Be2 means it is made up of two beryllium molecules, and each beryllium molecule is having the atomic number 4. 1s2, 2s2 is the configuration of each one. Now let us first put down the orbital diagram. 1s is having lower energy, so for this beryllium we are putting on the left hand side. For this beryllium we will put on the right hand side the atomic orbitals. When 1s and 1s combines, it forms two molecular orbitals. In the center we are having molecular orbitals. So this is MOs. Half of the molecular orbital is bonding and half is anti-bonding. So this is sigma bonding 1s and this is sigma anti-bonding 1s. Then the next one is 2s. It combines to form bonding and anti-bonding, sigma bonding 2s, sigma anti-bonding 2s. Now fill the electrons for this particular atom on left hand side, 2 electrons, and while filling the electrons all the rules of fillings are followed. 2 here. For this one we can fill 2 in, right? According to Pauli, no 2 electrons can have all the 4 quantum numbers same. Now calculate the total number of electrons. 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrons are to be arranged in molecular orbital according to the rules of filling. So according to Aufbau rule, the first electron will go in the lower energy level, and until and unless it is filled, it will not go to higher energy level. So second electron will also come here. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7 and 8. So total we had to arrange 8 electrons only. Now first of all we will put down electronic configuration. Start from here. Sigma bonding 1s is having 2 electrons. Then sigma anti-bonding 1s having 2 electrons. Then sigma bonding 2s is having 2 electrons. Sigma anti-bonding 2s is having 2 electrons. Calculate the bond order is equal to half. Nb minus Na is equal to 1/2. Calculate the total number of electrons in all the bonding orbitals, molecular orbitals, 2 and 2, 4. So this is 4 minus 2 and 2, 4 are the anti-bonding electrons. So it comes to half into 0 is equal to 0. So once the bond order is 0, we can say the molecule does not exist. We can put down its magnetic property. Magnetic property. For magnetic property, check the molecular orbitals. All are paired. That means it is having dimagnetic property. Take next example of N2. Atomic number is 7. So first of all we are writing the atomic orbitals of one nitrogen on right hand side and one on left hand side. 2 electrons are present in 1s, 2 in 2s. In 2p, the rules of filling, Hund's rule says that first of all electrons are singly occupied before pairing takes place. That is why we are not filling it in pairs. Now count the total number of electrons. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on this side and 7 on this side. So total 14 electrons you have to arrange in the molecular orbitals. Be careful here. For all other atoms, it is pi bonding 2px and 2py at lower level, then sigma bonding and then anti-bonding orbitals. Now arrange 14 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10th one will not go here because this is having same energy. 10th will go here. Wait and calculate. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 with an opposite spin according to Pauli. 12, 13 and 14. So now you can put down the electronic configuration. We can put down the electronic configuration like this. Sigma bonding 1s having 2 electrons, anti-bonding 1s having 2 electrons, sigma bonding 2s with 2 electrons, sigma anti-bonding 2s with 2 electrons. Now you put pi bonding 2px equal to pi bonding 2py, and both are having 2 electrons, and then sigma bonding 2pz with 2 electrons. So this is the electronic configuration. Bond order we can calculate. 1/2 total number of electrons in bonding molecular orbital 2 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is 10 minus. Anti-bonding electrons 2 to 4, only 4. So bond order is 3. And we also notice that nitrogen is having a triple covalent bond between each other. What about its magnetic property? If you check the molecular orbitals, all electrons are paired. So magnetic property is diamagnetic and is repelled by the magnetic field. Let's take an example of oxygen molecule. Each oxygen atom is having 8 as the atomic number. Configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. So we have filled the atomic orbitals 1s2, 2s2, 2p4 as per the rule of filling, and this is for the other oxygen atom. Now we have to arrange the electrons in the molecular orbitals. While drawing molecular orbital diagrams, especially for oxygen and fluorine, be careful. Here you will notice the change in configuration. In this case of oxygen and fluorine, sigma bonding Z, 2pz is having lower energy as compared to pi bonding 2px and pi bonding 2py. Rest of the configuration remains same. Now total we have to arrange 8 and 8 from this side, 16 electrons as per the rules of filling. First electron, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth with opposite spins, 7, 8, 9 and 10. The 11th one goes here, 12th in the next one as per Hund's rule, because these are degenerate orbitals. 2 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So this is the arrangement in the molecular orbitals. Let's put down the electronic configuration of this. Sigma bonding 1s, 2 electrons, sigma anti-bonding 1s, 2 electrons, sigma bonding 2s with 2 electrons, sigma anti-bonding 2s with 2 electrons. Now pi bonding 2pz with 2 electrons. Then we are having sigma bonding 1s, 2s, sigma bonding 2pz is coming first, and then we are having pi bonding 2px equal to pi bonding 2py, and both are having 2 electrons, and then we are having pi anti-bonding 2px equal to pi anti-bonding 2py, and both are having 1 electrons. So this is the electronic configuration. We can calculate its bond order is equal to half Na B minus Na. So calculate the total number of bonding electrons. 2 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So half 10 minus anti-bonding electrons 2 to 4, 5 and 6. So bond order is 2. That means oxygen has double covalent bond between its molecules. If we see the magnetic property of O2, see all the electrons paired, 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 but here we find unpaired electrons. So it is paramagnetic in nature and is attracted by the magnetic field.